1 week, 2 games, 11 goals. The irresistible force of Coventry United has powered through the last 7 days at the Butts Park Arena with a historic FA Vase victory and a crucial triumph over fellow promotion contenders. The sheer grit of the Red and Greens has paid off at last, with Terry Anderson's side finally back in that magic top 5. Now their job is to stay there and keep collecting those precious points. Can they keep the momentum flowing against the Northampton Sileby Rangers side fighting for their lives at the rear end of the United Counties League table? We're about to find out live on CUTV with commentary from Liam Cook. After a mammoth midweek effort, the Red and Greens rest their 2 top scorers in Ryan Harkin and Cameron Dunn, as well as veteran defender Steph Morley, for a game in which Coventry United are the firm favourites. In their place, Nehemi Azazi makes his full Coventry United debut after 2 substitute appearances last week. He's joined up front by Stanley Dube, with Danny Fraser reclaiming his usual left-back role after a bout of illness. Sileby also made 3 changes from the 3-0 defeat at Lutterworth Town last week. Matty Ireland drops in at left-back, Josh Drain and Lewis Walker get their chance in midfield. Kieran Ashman takes a spot on the bench alongside former Red and Green striker David Gabehi. Down to stand on the edge of the area, can only give it to Arthur. Giving away cheaply in the back line. Here comes Faulkner, looks to thread it through for Nehemi Azazi. Oh, it's going to be an own goal, isn't it? It is! What on earth happened there? But no, the referee's chalked it off. The referee has denied Coventry United the opening goal. Nehemi Azazi was giving chase. The defender slid it into his own net. Whether the referee thought that it was sent to the ground with some help from Zazi, we do not know. I can see no reason why that goal was chalked off. Cox. Sawyer evading, catcher from Matty Ireland, rolls it into the middle with Cody Mullen, clips it left, Danny Fraser with the volleyed attempt of the finding away past Will Rowland, but it couldn't find its way for a sea of turquoise. Zazi and Sileby live to fight another day, or do they? It's Fraser back in, Charlie Faulkner's header over the woodwork. Danny Fraser with the free kick on the halfway line. Plenty of red shirts in there. Adam Miles is up there. Bono gets his head to it. And Cody Mullen with a vicious volley flies into the car park. Mullen and Fraser. Patient build-up, and there's a foul off the ball. Will Rowland with an errant arm on the Coventry United left back. Red card. It's the end of the afternoon for Will Rowland, who has been sent off by the referee for that errant arm. Shields the ball from Matty Ireland. There's a little push from Ireland. The referee says no, and Fraser beside himself as Sileby track away with the ball at their feet. Iachafano and Arthur making the run down the middle. Out comes Dan Moore. There was a gnarly collision between Hilton Arthur and Dan Moore. It's a yellow card. Sileby have already had 1 man sent off this afternoon. The Red and Green Army wanted another. Cox. Arthur tries to make the block, and it's a crafty switch by the captain, Danny Fraser. With a little seal dribble on the way through. Away from Drain. The through ball in by Shaw. Faulkner looking for Zazi. Vital clearance by Rico Alexander. It's getting increasingly tight at the bottom. Bogbrook with a huge victory against Yaxley. Bogbrook anchored to the bottom of the table. Oadby have been picking up more points recently. Northampton Sileby Rangers have to keep going if they're to stay at step 5. Mullen. And now a first touch on the ball for Cameron Dunn. Dunn's delivery. Nehemi Azazi brings it to feet. Can he shoot? He can! Nehemi Azazi trickles it into the side of the net. Instant impact for Cameron Dunn. His first touches on the ball, and he's got the assist. His first start in red and green, Nehemiah Zazi. Already with 1 goal to his credit in the FA Vars thrashing of OB. He's not wasted his chance this afternoon. The former Bromsgrove and Sutton Coldfield striker making his mark, and at last Coventry United had the advantage. It's a short one from Shaw. Faulkner back to Charlie Shaw, draws onto the edge of the area, and Cameron Dunn, ferocious, but flies over. I'm happy with something that Kelvin Moyo has said. It's a yellow card and a sin bin, I believe. Indeed it is. Kelvin Moyo is sent for a 10-minute rest for dissent, and for the time being, Sileby are down to 9. Cox dribbles on. Shaw behind her Downs. Now Cody Mullen. It's a high one for Cameron Dunn, who got the assist with his first touch. Smashes it across the face of goal. It's just kept in by Matty Ireland, who ensured it wasn't going to reach Faulkner. It has now through Harry Sawyer. Faulkner in. Zazi for the second! A brace on his full Coventry United debut for Nehemiah Zazi. Glancing header from Faulkner's cross. He's making himself an instant hit with the Red and Green Army. 3 appearances, and that's his 3rd goal. It's been a struggle, but the mark of a team worthy of promotion is to get the result when you don't always deserve it. Coventry United have been the better team, but Sileby have been stubborn. It's taken a lot to break them down, but that man, Nehemiah Zazi, has broken their walls. Coventry United lead by 2. Fraser scoops it into the midfield, and Charlie Shaw volleyed out wide. Faulkner tracks back, and with a bit of help, Harry Sawyer has got it. Mullen wants it played through. Sawyer looking for the cross. Faulkner's with him. Still going, Harry Sawyer. It's a delightful run, but a tame effort at the near post. Red and Green's back in action next weekend with a trip to Manchester in the United Counties League Premier Division South, followed by a midweek trip to Hinckley, and then on the 7th of February, the biggest game in the club's history, the last 16 FA Vars match against North Shields. And Ibondo! They've waited and waited and waited until the 78th minute for their first real crack on goal, and Ibondo fluffs his lines. Body cut. Towering header from Miles, it's collected on the halfway line. But Sileby gifting it back to Coventry United, and here comes Benji Adamarco for the 3rd to seal it, and Adamarco can't hit the target. He had Harkin to his left, he wanted the glory for himself. Usually you bet on him on burying it. Moyo. Clean mid-air by Adamarco. Ryan Harkin back to the pacey winger in Adamarco. Shaw receives from Devoyle. Cody Mullen prevented from reaching the area by Ibondo. Walker. Answer taken off his feet by Harry Sawyer. Cameron Dunn with so many Sileby men in front. You have to try to break them down. Here's Charlie Shaw. Space out wide for Harkin. Class from a classy striker. Standing ovation from Ryan Harkin. First time stab straight into the top corner. And the familiar chants of Harkin again at the Butts Park Arena, where he's on the field for 10 minutes or 90. He simply can't be stopped. Another notch in the goal column of the man wearing number 17 this afternoon. Ryan Harkin finishes the job. Comes back with Manser. Shaw's in there. Cleared by Cox again. And the referee ends the action on a controversial afternoon here at the Butts Park Arena. It wasn't pretty, but it was successful. Coventry United with a 3-0 victory against a fiery Northampton Sileby Rangers side. 2 from Zazi, 1 from the man who replaced him in Ryan Harkin. You don't always have to be the best team in the league as long as you get the points. Coventry United lived to that philosophy this afternoon. Final score at the Butts Park Arena: Coventry United 3, Northampton Sileby Rangers 0.